local site. It's kind of small.
Oh, okay.
And that one only uploads every 15 minutes, which is useful to see trends and things. But so that was the biggest disadvantage, in my opinion, was not uploading as often as you'd like. And the other one is spending, you know, $100 a year or something, having changed SIM cards, like just maintenance. So that wasn't as attractive an option. But David Wheeler chimed in. He's like, "Oh, you're only a mile away. You can share a Wi-Fi signal from your house." That's what he does at Tiger. So
like a hotspot?
So that sparked my interest. I'm like, yes, that's what I want to do. So he showed me how to buy this old Nano Beam, not the latest generation. You have to buy the older one, and if you play with the settings enough, you can make a Wi-Fi hotspot that it beams out remotely.
Direct. It's like a directional beam.
Yeah. So up on launch, I mean, the signal is hundreds of feet wide, so it makes it's not like crazy focused, but it basically makes a Wi-Fi hotspot a mile away. And there were complications with it. None of my Google devices will log onto it, but my laptop would, and thank goodness weather devices do. So basically, in my house, I had this device pointing out, so I was able to like get all the settings right, get a weather station, and then I wasted way too much time. I didn't fully understand how they worked, so I was trying to leave the little fob that said what the weather's doing at my house, and then bring the weather device up to the mountain. And I didn't realize the anemometers, they don't connect to Wi-Fi. They send a radio signal that a different device connects, and that device connects to Wi-Fi and uploads the data.
Well, I'm sure we've been able to problem solve that.
Intersection.
Stop right up here.
Just a minute.
Check the wind.
Take a look.
Just to see what the wind is doing currently right here.
You want to roll down your window, Jerry, or are we going to hop out?
We're going to hop out.
Either way.
We'll hop out.
I'll continue my story. I like it.
Yeah, keep talking.
No,
Keep
it's very
talking.
interesting.
Keep telling us a story. I'll get it on video. Look at this mess, man.
Yeah, brutal. It's kind of coming in. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of coming in.
Wow.
Well,
This
it was a lot cloudier this morning, and it's clearing.
Yes.
We're gonna get more.
It's getting
sunlight
better.
And yeah, look at, I mean, we're getting cycles coming up,
Yep.
and this
Yep.
black
We're
ground
getting-
is gonna.
We're gonna be.
Well,
able
we're
to
not at
launch
the
the
top,
regular
and
launch.
that could be different.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
but this tells us.
If
Yeah,
we wait
the
long
trend.
enough, so I'm guessing it's preferable for us to be on this side of things.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
I have a pilot buddy in Wenatchee, and I went flying with him a couple times, and we like hike up Saddle Rock and fly or whatever, and I'd be out there kicking dirt like for 10 or 15 minutes, like, you know, just monitoring the cycles, and he started yelling at me, "What are you doing that for?" I said, "Dude, I've been doing this for like 30 years, you know, what do you mean, what am I doing? And what the fuck you think I'm doing?"
You thought you were gonna trigger something?
He just didn't like the fact that I was kicking dirt.
Uh-huh.
That was like I had a different way of monitoring weather than him. Like, what the
Yeah,
I don't
feel
want
that.
weather anymore.
Feel
Like,
that.
fuck that guy.
Yeah, that seemed fundamental. Yeah,
And
this seems favorable to me.
We're gonna launch it
On this side of the mountain, we don't have to go up to the cell tower, the regular spot,
It's a much
right?
cleaner launch
Yeah.
than the north,
Yeah.
from what I
So
recall.
now all we have to do is have better flights than the guys that went down to Saddle, and then we're the kings. You guys got to outfly Josh and Josh. That's
Okay,
your job today.
so we still got the continuation of the story on the,
Yeah,
on the
so-
weather station.
So good thing you didn't call me for all that technology.
Yeah, because I wanted, I
Just slit your throat.
I wanted to put a station up there and not have to put a way to power something up there.
Yeah.
And I ended up conceding that that was necessary. So,
you have some
So you do have a solar
so I have
panel up
a
there?
solar panel and a battery.
Okay.
Charging.
How do I get the info?
It's on Weather Underground. There's a link I'm sharing publicly. You can just go to
And
a website.
how do I find it?
I think I've shared it on that group before.
I
but-
bet you did, and I bet I missed it.
Yeah, so basically just bookmark it on your phone. I think I'm even texting, so it's just a web page. So basically, now, yeah, I basically have an anemometer, and it sends a radio signal to this little tiny device. That's what connects to my Wi-Fi signal I'm making from my house, and that sends the data back and forth to my house from the weather from the mountains.
So cool.
So yeah, so I mean it's nice. So like it updates.
So does this slow down your internet service?
I don't think so. It's because it's not really doing much data transfer. It just hooks into my router as a device, And
Does that mean we can use your hotspot while we're up there?
if you have a phone that connects to a 2.4 gigahertz hotspot, it's not a Google phone, then you can have Wi-Fi.
I have an Apple phone.
So yeah, I mean, I like it because you can look at like the wind scatter diagram, so you can kind of look at trends. So like right now it's north, northeast, and you can look like yesterday. Like it's fun to watch the data. So like you look at yesterday.
So where's the anemometer relative to the launch?
It's north, slightly northwest of the main mountain. So, and it's at about 4,200 feet. So the main summit, I think, is like 5,000 feet. So you're going to be picking up a little more of the north winds, I guess, from that side.
Well, that's actually, then you know, yeah.
So yeah, I think if you're watching that station, it would kind of tell you when there's a switchover often happens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You had a little subconscious hemorrhage. Did you notice that?
I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
My family
It's like,
commented.
and they get all excited about it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can't.
Doesn't hurt at all.
How many times have people come in
to the
ER with a subconjunctival hemorrhage, and you're like, look, I'm going to do a good eye exam, but this is a subconjunctival hemorrhage. It's entirely meaningless. No, you're not at risk for
Anything,
a stroke in your brain
Just
or
might look a little freaky
hemorrhagic
for a couple
stroke or
weeks.
whatever. It's going to heal up fine.
Yeah.
It's
My one injury from climbing this big pine tree or cedar tree.
I think you're gonna be fine.
But yeah.
So that is cool as hell. So so it goes back a ways, and it's real time more or less.
Yeah, you can
also.
yeah, and it updates.
What did
every
it
minute.
cost you to put the whole thing together
So
in dollars?
It was, I'd say,
And what
at
did
first
it
it was
cost you
$400,
later?
and then I spent like a bunch more money on I bought like a waterproof case for the battery. I bought some Barry conduit. I tried to do it right, so I wasted a lot of time. I haven't actually buried the battery yet, but I'm gonna try to get the battery a few feet under the ground so it doesn't freeze in the winter. So that's the big question: is how will this system stand up to the harshness of winter?
How much did the battery run?
Pretty cheap, $70 on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's a lithium phosphate, which in retrospect, maybe I should have gone with lead acid because the lithium phosphate doesn't want to freeze, or it has a built-in thing that it won't charge when it's below freezing, so I need to get it below the frost line. Unfortunately, I can't.
And how deep is that again? Is it like 3 or 4 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, or they say the top of the mountain, sometimes more. So, and unfortunately, I hit solid rock below where I mounted the solar panel.
Shit.
So I'm gonna have to carry a pickaxe up there, and I'm gonna hack into it as far as I can go, and then I'm just gonna cart as much dirt and pile it up on top of it. And I got some
You don't have any dynamite?
Go up to Mission Ridge, there's a shack up there full of it.
Yeah, I'll show you where the shack is.
Unfortunately, it's right below the tree that I'm trying to hold up my solar panel.
Oh yeah, you don't want to blow the tree up.
So,
I get
Sounds
it.
like a Roadrunner.
I bet you anything you want to bet. I know he's in a nursing home now, but your old neighbor down the road, Dale and Nancy Von Bergen.
Yeah.
I bet anything you want to bet he's got sticks of dynamite because he used to do a lot of trail work and they used to use dynamite. It was a lot easier to use better.
I bet
To
fewer
get
training and regulations.
It's a lot easier.
Little
to
flying
get.
over there, Jerry.
Yeah, he was trying to come in on me.
Yeah, I've run into Nancy a few times. She's a nice lady. I heard Dale is.
Yeah, I got to go see him. We got together and bought him a bird.
Yeah, he launched off Jumpstick, you told me once. You guys hauled him up there.
Yeah.
That's an impressive place to launch from. There's no good bailout. You have to get you guys pushed in the hum.
Yeah. We had no idea.
many years ago was this, Mark?
down there in the goalie, or?
Where he landed?
Well, no, like where Chumpstick is. There's this canyon. You know, small canyon.
Yeah. Well, you just launch up there and make it over.
Make it over that ridge.
Yeah.
And if you just, as long as you're not going too strong a headwind, it's
Yeah.
probably very doable.
Yeah.
But it always makes me nervous to fly back there.
Yes.
On a not great day.
Me too.
Okay.
Hey, you're not alone.
Yeah. Like yesterday I did it because I'm like, it's so freaking lifty everywhere. But even then I start approaching the summit. And you're like, I'm gonna turn around now. But yeah, the weather station cost me about $500 total.
I'm telling you. So what?
How much have you gotten donated toward it?
You know, my neighbor and I, we were gonna split the cost, so he gave me a couple $100, and then I spent a little more. So
Since I'm going to use it, and since you won't take any money, I'm gonna take you and Sean out to dinner. How's that?
I'll take you up on them.
And that's kind of like not payment, but we'll go out to dinner.
That could be fun.
That's a private donation.
Yeah.
And Stefan talked to the hotel, and last they said was yes, we're open to maybe starting with Cashmere in the spring. So I think depending on what they're willing to do, probably go with a more expensive anemometer than what I'm using. It's like $300. It's called the Weatherflow Tempest. So that would be what I would advocate for. If we can mount one of those on the dog walk tower, and it seems like there's plenty of appetite in the community to fund that.
All right, for this guy.
Yeah, he's doing it.
All right. I've hiked up here lots of times. I've never mountain biked up here.
Are there trails? There must be some sort of alternate ways down.
Way to go, guy! Awesome! Ow!
Want some water?
Want some water?
You're not going to be like, toss your bike in the back.
I guess I could have, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
It's a long way to the
At this
top.
I think
point-
we're gonna launch the regular launch.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
This is way better than I thought it might be.
Yeah, when it was all
And
stocked
it's not even noon yet.
Nope. It's not even 11:30.
It's not even 11.
Yeah, on that clock, standard time.
Oh, yeah. It's a world according to Garp.
Yep.
I mean, me.
Garp, garp.
Yeah, and I went up to the Cashmere Sea, hiked up there once, and was able to ridge soar. And for me, that's where the weather stations really are helpful, is if you can watch and see like, oh, it's 10 to 20 a dog walk from the south. Maybe it's actually worth my time to spend, 15 minutes up.
Should we plan going up there?
It's private property.
Yeah,
and
but it's on,
But-
it's
you know them?
Sean and Julie Valley. So
That's
if
the
you're
great
on their
talk.
if you're on their good side,
Uh-huh.
if you're on their bad side, you're in trouble. But if you're on their good side, and I am,
Oh, you know.
yeah.
It's funny, I sent her a Facebook message actually, and she didn't respond. which
Yeah,
I wasn't-
that would be Julie.
Okay. You gotta
But
approach her the right way.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, she is probably, she gets all
Oh,
of her.
solicitations for them, sorry.
No, she's a really good hunter, and she gets.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, look at the direction of
Oh,
that windsock.
I do have wind coming in from the east here. Anyway,
Yeah, I think we should try to go paragliding.
Is that
is
what
it
we
blowing
came
down?
Well, oh. Is that what you call that? How do you keep track of all those strings anyway?
We want no para wading today. This is gliding.
Jerry,
Look at that, coming in this way.
Got it.
that's kind of cross north there.
Beautiful. Perfect day.
Good, look at the bird there.
How high is he? I'm looking. Oh yeah. Oh,
1,000
wow.
over launch, maybe?
Oh yeah. He's in a fatty there. Oh, nice turn.
Tight turns.
Okay, you guys, get up there with him.
There?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at
He's,
his track.
you can definitely tell it's windy up there.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't make much headway. When
Right. When he was going east, he was parked.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, right there. Okay, gang. This is your day.
It might be ants just because of the north component, but
Ah, much better than Mattawa,
Ants
huh?
in my pants. I've got ants in my
Ants in
pants.
my pants.
That was Adam Att.
Oh, really? There is
sing
a
a
song,
song.
Ants in My Pants.
I've got ants in my pants.
Yeah, and there's kind of a cloud.
never had this happen.
Okay, I'm going to put some long